So what's good guys, Diggy here, and today I'm going to be going over what the best skill tree to use for solo players in Arc Raiders. So as a solo player in Arc Raiders, you're going to be facing a lot of challenges such as AI and other raiders. So for this build I would highly recommend you use conditioning and survival. Now over this weekend in the server slam you're probably not going to have enough time or get enough points to fully max out any of these trees, but the game does release in 2 weeks time, so this video will help you out for then as well. So from my playtime, I think stamina is definitely king in Arc Raiders. You will be using a lot of stamina. You're going to be running away from Raiders and also the Arc. A lot on Arc Raiders, believe it or not. You're not going to be taking on every fight. So we're going to be starting off with conditioning in this one, boys. As I said, we're going to be going here for Youthful Lungs, putting as much points as you can into that. Now you're probably going to start off with 2 points, move up here then into Stubborn Mule. But so Youthful Lungs in conditioning will increase your max stamina, which is going to be key when ye are playing against other raiders and also fighting against AI. The more stamina you have in this situation as a solo raider is going to be the best. So coming up here then, I like to go into Stubborn Mule, which is your stamina regeneration is less affected by being over encumbered. I'm going to put another 2 points into that one just to balance it out a little bit. Now so we're going to come over here then to survival. One shot survival, guys. I like to put another 2 points into Looter's Instinct, which is when searching a container, loot is revealed faster. Alright, and after that then we're going to come up to Silent Scavenger, which you make less noise while looting, which is going to be key while you're as a solo player, because the last thing you want is to be ravaging through loot boxes like a maniac and making loads of noise, because then you're just going to get spotted easy and people are going to hear exactly where you are and come and kill you. So making our way back over to conditioning. So we're going to put a couple of points here into use the weight. Now, you will indeed need 15 points if you want to unlock the first big perk that you're going to get here. You're going to need 15 points. So far we have 6 points in, so you want to just fill out these as much as you can. Try to get the Youthful Lungs up to 5 out of 5 is what I like to do, because the more stamina you have in Arc Raiders, the better. Stamina is key in this game. So we're close enough to it now. We just need a couple of more points, and there we go. And I like to go as good as new on the conditioning side. So we're going to put that in there. So now that we have this first tree, which is conditioning, unlocked up to 15 points, we're going to come back over here and work a little bit on survival. Once again, putting a bit more points into Looter's Instinct and also Silent Scavenger. We're going to need to get this up to 15 as we currently have it on 8. We're going to need to get it up to 15 here to unlock the first big perk. So we'll come over here on the right side and just in our plant. So this is a pretty good one, because while you're crouched, you are going to be less noticeable in Arc. And this is pretty good against AI, because the last thing you want to be doing as a solo player is worrying about the AI always spotting you. So we've won 5 points into Looter's Instinct, 5 into Silent Scavenger, and another 5 into just in our plant. So we're going to move up here onto Gentle Pressure, which is less noise while breaching. We're going to throw 2 points into that. And then after Gentle Pressure, we're going to come up here into Suffering Silence. Now this one is very good. This is going to work hand in hand with the Good as New perk. So we're going to unlock this one, which is while you are critically hurt, your movement makes less noise. We're going to put another point into that. So I like to come over here onto conditioning. So this increases your maximum weight. Put a couple of points into that one. So per point, you're going to get a plus extra 2 kg. So if you max that out, you're going to have an extra 10 kg that you can carry. I don't know about you, but for me, one problem I always have in a lot of these extraction shooter games is I'm always over encumbered. My backpack is just always full of loot. So this Broad Shoulders perk is very, very good if you are similar to me and you suffer with always being over encumbered. So we've put 5 points into that there now. And we're going to move up here onto the next one, which is Loaded Arms. This means your equipped weapon has less impact on your encumbrance, once again helping you with the being over encumbered. Moving back over to survival, so the best way to do it is just hop between both trees, unless you want to go full conditioning build, then fire away. But for me, I like to hop between both trees here. I think survival and conditioning are the 2 best skill trees to go for as a solo player. So as this is an extraction shooter, the main thing you're going for here is loot. Put a couple of points into Looter's Luck, as Looter's Luck will reveal twice as many items at once when you're looting. Put a couple of points into that, and then we're going to be coming up straight up here into a little extra, which is breaching an object generates resources. Then making our way back over to conditioning, boys, I like to come over here to Blastborn. So this Blastborn is actually a very underrated perk in my opinion. So as the audio in Arc Raiders is 10 out of 10, it's top tier. The explosions, everything is like so good. What Blastborn does is your hearing is less affected by nearby explosions. So when you're in and you're raiding on the Ark, there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of fighting, AI, grenades going off, explosions, everything is going to be happening. So with this perk, your hearing is going to be less affected by nearby explosions. So we've put 5 points into Blastborn and we have a total of 27 points gone into our conditioning. And Sturdy Ankles is another one that I really think you should be putting points into. I've put 5 into there. You're going to take less fall damage when falling from non-lethal height. So you can drop off height when you're trying to escape from other players, and it's going to be an advantage for you there. Especially as a solo, you're going to be moving a lot. You're going to be dodging and dipping from raiders and AI on the Ark. Make sure you put a couple of points into that. Now that'll bring us up to a total of 32. And what we're going to have to do here is we're going to come back down to proper breeding. Put 4 points into it and that'll put us on 36 points for conditioning. You will need to put 36 points into your skill tree if you want to unlock the final perk. So for this one, I think is Security Breach. It's the best one. It lets you breach security lockers. Oh, so coming back to survival, we're going to want to get our 22 points up to 36. So we're going to come back down here onto the right hand side of the skill tree. And we're going to go for Distracting Aura. We're going to put 2 points into that. Arc enemies are less accurate when targeting you, so this is going to be pretty good. And then that will, once we put 1 or 2 points into Distracting Aura, we can come up here and we have the Unburden role unlocked. Put another point into that. That basically is the Unburden roll is if your shield breaks, your first dodge roll within a few seconds does not cost stamina. So that is very good if you're 1v1ing someone. They break your shield, your first dodge roll, no stamina. You can continue to move a little bit more after your shield has been broken if you want to get a few extra shots on, or if you want to take the chance to heal yourself. So we're going to come into the middle here, Traveling Tinker. We're going to put a couple of points into that. So Traveling Tinker will unlock additional items to field craft. So 1 Raider Scrap, we're going to put 2 points into that. This is when looting Raiders containers, you have a small chance of finding additional field crafted items. And then we'll come back down here to Gentle Pressure. Now, once again, fill that up to 5 out of 5. That means we've 1 more point here left to put in before we get our final perk. So I like to come here to Downed but Not Determined. 1 into that, and then Turtle Crawl, another 1 into that, and then this gives you back on your feet. Now this is, so because we came through the middle section here, we can put another point into any of these we want really, and we'll still be able to unlock the final perk because we've come through the middle section. So we're going to come back down here into Distracting Aura. I'm going to put my last one here in. There we go. So we're going to put our final point into Back on Your Feet, which is an incredible perk. So while you're critically hurt, your health regenerates until a certain limit. So Server Slam, it's only begun all weekend. I highly doubt you're going to get enough points to even do one of these skill trees, but the game releases in 2 weeks, so I would recommend using this build. As you can see here, this is where I've put all my points into. Survival and Conditioning are 2 of the best skill trees in the game at the moment, and I would highly recommend, as a solo player, Conditioning and Survival, guys. They're going to benefit you the most when you're going into raids. So that's all for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little bit of content, and I shall talk to you in the next one.